The second worst quarter returns that Fundrise have ever posted was the third quarter of 2023. Now, I am so disappointed. I did not expect this, and I just pretty much saw my account value in Fundrise drop by over $3,000 overnight. Let's take a look at what exactly happened in the third quarter of 2023 and why Fundrise is posting these losses. And let's compare these losses or returns that you could say to SPY, which is the general stock market, as well as the old famous Bitcoin. Let's get started. Now, the first thing that I want to show you guys here, this is my portfolio. As you can see, as of now, $122,809. And I can tell you that just about a week ago, this number was close to $126,000. If you look on the right here, we see that the net annualized return is just 3.7%. That is down from about 7% that it was prior to the results of the third quarter. And that is just completely disappointing because 3.7% a year is worse than many other investment vehicles out there. And we will compare this number actually to the SPY and Bitcoin. So the first thing I want to show you guys is we're going to click on view history here, this account value here. We're going to click on view history. And I just want to show you that just on, let me show you here. Just on August 31st, 2023, as you can see, the account value was around $125,000 and net returns over 4 years was about $9,000. Now check it out. When the third quarter ended, check this out. Boom. Went all the way down to $122,000 and the net return to just $5,861. And you can see if we can keep going, just keeps going down. So I don't even know what to expect in the fourth quarter. Probably more disappointment. So that I just wanted to show you by how much my account value has decreased this third quarter. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna look at the net returns here. So as you can see, total returns over 4 years, and I started investing January 1st of 2020. So it's almost been 4 years, so pretty much 3 years and 3 quarters. Now this number, the net returns at some point in 2021 and 2022 was like $20,000 to $25,000, and it just kept on going down over the last year and a half or so. Now let's take a look at the view net return breakdown. We're gonna click here and look at these. This chart just pretty much says it all, right? Now this is in the third quarter of 2021. We saw crazy returns, 10%. The fourth quarter, 6%. The second quarter, 6%. The first quarter of 2022, 3.5%. These numbers were amazing. But as I called it, these things, when they seem too good to be true, they usually are, and that is why now we're in the gutters. As you can see, the fourth quarter of 2022 was the worst Fundrise quarter. It was the worst quarter that Fundrise has ever reported. A net return of negative 4.2%, and then somehow in the first quarter of 2023 it kind of just remained neutral, kind of the same. There's no returns or losses. And as we're going down to the second quarter and the third quarter, it just keeps on getting worse. 2% in the second quarter of 2023 and a 3.1% in the third quarter of 2023. And all of these are losses. So that is very disappointing. I truly did think and believe that the fourth quarter of 2022 would be the worst quarter that Fundrise posts, but I'm guessing it is not so. We're probably gonna see something funky coming here in the fourth quarter. So if we could click on, so if we scroll down here, we could see year by year the returns that Fundrise posted as well. In 2020, 10% return, amazing. 30% return in 2021. pretty much break even in 2022, and now we're down 6% in 2023 year to date, and it is not over yet. Cumulative return over these 4 years is about 14%, which you take 14, you divide it by about 4, it gets us 3.7% return per year, which is definitely underperforming some of the other assets that we're going to take a look at in just a few minutes. So I'm really disappointed here, but I still do believe that FUNDRISE will pull themselves out of the gutters in the near future, and we'll see this number closer to 7 to 12%. But right now it's definitely disappointing. However, for those of you guys who are new to FUNDRISE and are thinking, should I invest in FUNDRISE or not, this is probably the best time for you to start investing, only because we are close to approaching the bottom of this decline. Maybe we're not there yet, but it is a good time to start dollar cost averaging into your positions now that FUNDRISE is at its worst. So if you haven't, if you're new to FUNDRISE and you think, well, I don't want 3.7 return per year because I could just put it in a CD account or something like that and get 5%, or a high yield savings account on Robinhood gets you like 4.9%. Why would I settle for 3.7? It's a more risky investment. Well, the answer to that is that it will outperform the CD and savings accounts over time, because when the rates start declining, the returns that you will get on your CDs and high yield savings accounts will decrease. However, the same will not happen with real estate. The real estate will increase in value as the interest rates start coming down, and the prices of real estate appreciation and dividends will be going up. So if you're new to FUNDRISE, if you haven't opened an account yet, make sure to use my referral link in the description below. You will get $100 absolutely free added to your account, no strings attached, just for using my referral link. And you will likely be getting in on the ground floor or close to it, as we are expecting hopefully some sort of a bull run in the near future. And when I say near future, I mean years, not days, not weeks, and not months. So let's scroll up here again. I just want to show you 3.1% negative, 2.2% negative, and just like 0.2% positive in 2023. So a big disappointment, and we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter of 2023. So we click home. And one last thing that I wanted to show you guys is obviously how this 3.7% annualized return compares to the SPY and the Bitcoin. So for that, we're going to look at the SPY chart. This is a 12-month chart. That means each wick here, each candle, represents 1 year, because that's all we really care about. I started investing with FUNDRISE on January 1st of 2020, so we're just gonna call it here. So this is where we started, right over here, and this is where we are today. So I'm just gonna take a ruler, I'm just gonna put it right over here, which is the start of 2020. And we're going to go all the way here, which is where we are now. And as you can see, the stock market, or the SPY, in the last 4 years gave us about 18.81% return. Now, what does that equal to per year, right? Because FUNDRISE gives you 3.7% per year. Well, if you take 18.81 and divide it by 4, you get 4.7%. So as of today, in the last 4 years, if you were to invest just in the SPY, which is, a broad market ETF pretty much, which is how the stock market is measured, you would have higher returns by about 1%. Now, is it statistically significant? That is, we're yet to see. We need longer time frames. We need 5 years, we need 10 years, and then we can make a truly fair comparison. But as of now, you were better off investing in the stock market rather than FUNDRISE. Now, next thing I want to show you is how FUNDRISE compares to Bitcoin. If you were to invest in Bitcoin in the last 4 years, for that we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go here. This is a 1 year chart. Each candle represents a year. And let me draw here. So this is the start of 2020 here, Wednesday the 1st, January of 2020, which is here. So we're going to take the ruler here, I'm going to place it. And we're gonna go to where we are now, which is somewhere around here. And we get 125% return. So if you were to invest in Bitcoin in 2020, January 1st, 2020, and you would have held it without, trading it or selling it or anything like that, up until now, you would make 125% on your money. Now, let's do the math. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but we take 125, we divide it by 4 years, and that is 31.25% annualized return. So, FUNDRISE gets you 3.7% a year, SPY gets you 4.7% a year, and Bitcoin gets you 31.25% per year. Now, it's obviously who the winner is and who the loser is. However, I always tell everybody, you cannot just be fully invested in Bitcoin. You never know what's going to happen. SPY, you never know what's going to happen. FUNDRISE. That is why you need a little bit of everything. If you guys have been watching this channel, I have physical real estate, I have rental properties, I have a house, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have SPY, I have individual stocks that I believe could outperform the market. I have general markets. I invest in all the world market. I invest in all United States, all developing world, all that's going to be developed world. I invest in everything, right? So whenever one thing goes up, the other thing goes down. And pretty much that kind of gives you that little buffer for you to feel comfortable during the downturns and the upswings in the economy. So, however, it may seem to you guys like I'm bashing FUNDRISE, and in a way I am, because my physical real estate actually outperformed FUNDRISE. My physical real estate is up more than 3.7%. Also, the income that I make from my rental properties, more than 3.7% easy. However, this is an alternative investment, and I believe that this amount of money in FUNDRISE is a good amount for diversification. I reduced my monthly investment in FUNDRISE from $500 a month to $100 a month. My Bitcoin I pretty much haven't bought since 2020. I haven't sold in 2020, and Ethereum as well. And I am slowly dollar cost averaging into broad market ETFs. And sometimes, like last week, I bought some McCormick stock, which I think is a good dividend stock. I do like myself good dividend stocks for the future. As they grow, they'll just pay out dividends, and I'll be nice and comfortable putting that in my bank account, hopefully. So guys, that's the update for the third quarter of 2023 for FUNDRISE. A bit disappointed, however, I'm still confident that this will turn itself around and we will see really nice outsized returns. Hopefully the innovation fund will perform really well. Hopefully the FUNDRISE IPO will pay off sometime in the near future. FUNDRISE already needs to go public. I'm waiting, all the investors waiting to capitalize on this. I will give you my FUNDRISE IPO update sometime in the future. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, don't forget to sign up with FUNDRISE using my referral link. It is still a good investment vehicle. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.